Dearest Divine, hello. New Earth is here. Mama Gaia is evolving, asking humanity to rise to the frequency of love. She is asking us to join in her love revolution. Let's dive in to today's message. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of darkness coming to the surface of reality right now in this world. We've seen it over this past year, so heavy for us all on this earth, and individually, collectively, we're all carrying a lot of strain, a lot of pain on our minds, on our hearts, on our bodies, showing up in ways that extract from us, that take away our energy, our spirit, our vitality, our love. And we need to alchemize. We need to alchemize the heaviness that we are carrying. We need to bring awareness and presence and curiosity to everything that is arising. Not react, not just feel our responses to what we're seeing, but bring that awareness and a presence from love, holding the pain, holding the strain, responding to it, tending to it, nurturing it, soothing it, so that it eases, it flows through our system and leaves our body rather than stays, tenses, and lingers, leaving us heavy. And so, love, my friends, is the new paradigm. Love is the frequency that we are evolving to operate from as humanity. For so long, we have been living in a paradigm of fear, living from our minds, not from our hearts. The universe loves us, and we've forgotten. In our minds, in our culture, we believe that this world, the universe, is just happening, and we're just here and aimlessly figuring out what to do with our time and our lives. When really, the universe is designed. The universe is so beautifully and intricately designed for us to thrive as humanity. And fear, the old paradigm, it had become so embedded in our psyches and in our cultures and our systems that that design was disrupted. So now the world feels like it's not designed for our thriving because of fear, not because it's actually like that. And that's what Mama Gaia wants us to remember and to bring in now. Shed the fear that she can't provide for us, because she can, she always could, and she wants to now. Divine love is the light through this dark. The divine's love for us in designing this universe is what guides us through the darkness that is rising now in our faces. To move through this darkness is to move with the faith that once we clear all this darkness, love will remain. We are seeing and shedding all the darkness that fear has bred in our lives, in society, in our reality. And once it's all clear, love is what will shine through, bringing more and more light to this world. But be weary, because the fear in our old paradigm has been so embedded in our psyches and in our societies that we inherently in our own minds doubt, question love, question faith, question the divine design of this universe. And not just that, our peers, our communities, our textbooks, the way the government is set up to support people, all these things lead us to believe otherwise through the mind. But we must and depart from our minds and return to our hearts and remember that this is not how this life, this earth, was supposed to be experienced. Let love be the clarity of what needs to leave our dynamics in relationship, in systems, and what can stay, and what needs to be built on the foundation of love. So be courageous, dear divine. Be courageous at this time. Through the darkness, in spite of all the darkness that we can see on our phones, what's happening in this world, trust that we're seeing it all so clearly now because love is breaking its way onto this planet as the way of life. We are recognizing now more and more that love needs to be the way we live. Love needs to be embedded in our systems. Love needs to be embedded in how we relate to one another and how we look at the universe, at the future. Love will bring us the life we've always thought and we've always been working so hard to build onto this earth. New earth, heaven on earth is possible through love, loving through the dark. We now have the bravery we've needed to face our fears. Let me say that again. At this point in time, humanity now has a certain frequency of love in our collective consciousness that allows us to access a bravery that we've not before had in order to overcome the fear paradigm. It is time. It is time for us to raise humanity's frequency to love. So that way we can experience an abundant earth. Just like trees and flowers and birds live on this earth already, not worrying, not doubting where to go, where they'll get their next food. That is also how we were meant to live on here, just like them, provided for, held, resources, abundant. Mama Gaia has wanted us to thrive, has wanted us to remember that she loves us and that we need to love each other. We need to stop with the pain, the war, the oppression, the power over, all of that. All of those dynamics need to go in our personal lives, in our collective lives. And those are the things that are coming to light and being shed now. So align with what's happening. Do the same in your own lives and do what you can to further it in society, if that is your call. Dear Divine, join the loving revolution. Join the revolution and love that is already unfolding for us now as humanity. Love deeply, freely. Remember, through the dark that's in our face, that love will remain. That is the divine love that is designed to sustain all life, all existence, all experience. So, thank you, dear Divine, for taking some specks of time with me today, Medusa, as I return to my channel, return to serving the highest good of our planet in this capacity. Until next time.